All right. Hello, I am Alex.
I'm Mariella.
And we join you together to bring in 2023.
Reading.
2023. We're going to welcome in with reading some cards and okay, I need to show you. We weren't fully prepared for this, but let me just show you the decks that we got. We got a variety of things going on there. We got a lot going on. We pulled some of our favorite ones. And yeah, this is the first time we recorded in 3 years together, like in person. And so yeah, it's just really exciting to be able to do this together. And so it's a little impromptu. We don't really have anything specifically planned. So we're going to move through this together and just kind of welcome in some readings for 2023 and for entering the new year. So, okay, what do you got going on here?
So I just pulled one card before we were organized. And so it's meadow with vulnerability. And so when I pulled this card, it wasn't something like I was thinking an intention of what was or a question. So I just pulled it, and so this is it. But then I thought maybe we should start a year reading.
So we're starting together with you in vulnerability.
Exactly. Super vulnerable.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's a meadow as well, and you can see all the flowers in there. Yeah, it's beautiful. The sky is all clean. There's not that clouds are dirty.
Clear.
It's clear.
It's clear.
Yeah. Looks like a nice spring day.
Yeah, it's soft, gentle, lots of life. Yeah.
So we're going to pull some cards for 2023 and check what's the energy for this year.
So how would you like to do this?
I would like to get 3 cards plus 1 blessed be. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to do whatever you want to do. So that's what you're going to pull, and then you're asking me what I want to pull?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to feel it out because I'd like to do it based on maybe not just time, but something else. So, but there's a few decks that I really, really like here. And I know if I only pull one card, I even know which one I want to pull from. So yeah, so when I think of 2023, astrologically, we've been hearing, even when we first started doing our recordings, we'd been hearing about what was to come, and we got to experience it. COVID came into the world. The world is now turned upside down. Lots of, awareness of structures and things that aren't working. And then we're supposed to kind of move out of that in 2024. So got one more year. Not that we come out of it, but supposedly that's there will be a shift out of this breaking down of structures and resources and facing that stuff. So a bit of a rebuilding is supposed to come, but I don't know. I have not looked that far into it, but welcome to 2023.
Yeah, and then last year it was the tiger.
Yes.
The water tiger.
The water tiger, yeah.
Well, it starts in January, right? The Chinese New Year. The 21st or so.
I think it's usually in February.
Or February.
Oh, it's it follows the moons, and it's on a certain moon, certain number of moons in the new year.
So we haven't transitioned yet with the animal that is representing the next year for the Chinese horoscope. But they are still starting to talk about it. And the next one will be the rabbit, and it's on the water, I think, too. That would be
Okay.
interesting. So we're changing that
Mhm.
energy as well, like a tiger that is so fast and saddened sometimes, and then into the rabbit that is also saddened sometimes when they need to,
Change
yeah,
direction.
be safe. But they are usually just calm and steady when they are just enjoying the grass and in one spot.
Yeah.
So, and then I haven't checked the numerology for 2023.
No, but I love the number 23 because my birthday is on the 23rd of November.
2 plus 2, 4,
But
plus 3,
5, 6,
7.
7. So
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Yeah, it is a 7,
Mhm.
which is a perfection number.
I don't know. But I do like number 7 as well.
Yeah, 7 days of the week. What is the other 7? There's many things that
7 chakras.
7 chakras. That's right. I don't remember the others.
So yeah, they follow like the moon cycle because it's like 28 days. 7 times 4. So yeah, interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. So yeah, so here we are. So I would like to pull a card from Sacred Destiny. As this is Sacred Destiny. Does it have an upside down or anything like that? Does it matter?
I'm not sure.
Well, here is our card.
Ooh.
Truth.
True.
Oh,
That's true. That is actually true for this year. We are going to discover many things that are hidden still because Pluto's transitioning, right?
Pluto's always doing something. But this is actually a big card.
Yeah, things are going to come up.
Okay, so truth. So that was a card for the year. And we can think of truth in the greater realm, like the outer world, the macro, or we can think of it in the micro in terms of the truth in ourselves as well.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I think is really important, is like that idea of like we're all kind of finding our way. That's, we were talking about that there is this needing to kind of find our own directions, needing love. Like the Lovers card isn't just about lovers and people outside. It's also like the love within ourselves. It's also the masculine and feminine, like kind of like the two and how they create that balance. And so kind of our inner truth. I have actually heard some things about that. Like our paradigms are shifting, like all of us as individuals, our lives are changing so fast and so much that we're needing to make sure that we're continuously finding our own alignment. And when I think of alignment, I think of it as being in our truth, like being in truth, being in integrity. When I look at the bigger world, like you said, like still going through some deconstruction, and so finding lots of truths, and but there's many truths. So it's like there's like the big T and there's a whole bunch of little T's. Kind of like trauma, I guess. But yeah, so okay.
Yeah.
I know that's for sure what I wanted to do. So Mariella, take it away. Take it away.
Well, with that card with truth, it's interesting. I was just listening to a video from Pamela Ireland, and she was talking about how when we think something is true is because we were able to prove that something was true with our senses. And if it's our perception that we're using through our senses, and we believe something is true according to that, and then we prove it because we have tried it many times with our own senses, then we believe it's true. But now this year, it's going to mean, like, this is not from Pramela, but I'm thinking this year would be probably a challenge for us to reconsider our truths. Not what that we are going to another level of in our journey in spirituality, and maybe we are going to find out that whatever we thought was true according to what we thought our senses were feeling before, then it's something different now. And you know how science changes all the time as well. So it is challenged as well with time. And so truth can be something that changes.
Yeah, it evolves. Like once there's more information and there's more awareness and more knowledge or whatever, more experience, it definitely alters and changes.
Yeah, and truth also, what came up was we have our shadows inside. We think sometimes that what we think or know is the real thing, and then all of a sudden comes a shadow and an experience in life that is like, are you really sure about that?
So that's why there was some like, oh, really? When I pulled this card, there's like just layers of like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, truth can be exciting too. Like once you get over with your shadow, sometimes you're like, wow, this is really exciting. This is really nice.
Yeah, free.
Free. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one word that's coming for me lately. Freedom.
Okay.
And truth will set you free.
Yeah, true.
So I'm just going to pull a card from the angels first. I don't know why. I said something else before. And so for 2023, surrender and release, which will go with vulnerability and with truth.
Yes, very much will.
And it's all green. Do you see that?
Oh,
the trees green, the meadows. And who is that? It's an angel. She's holding a picture that is green as well.
Oh yeah, with her outfit's green, but the whole thing is green. Very
surrender and release. So that you can see the truth.
Yeah, there's the crack in the vase and the water is escaping, right?
The water escaping? That's
true. Through the crack. Like we can only hold on, but it needs to release. It's going over her wrists.
That's so pretty.
Okay.
Surrender and release. And for me, I have this feeling of getting rid of things this year. Like I wanted to do that last year, but I am really inspired this year. I want to give, and it's a weird sensation because I feel like as a community or people living in a community, we should share everything with everyone. And that means no more secrets because we are sharing with others our knowledge or how to do things. And that is the truth as well, right? Like, but then you feel vulnerable because I, at least when I'm sharing all the information I have, I just feel like it just runs by itself, like the water from the pitcher, and I have no control over it. And I'm letting go of what is mine to the other person. And does that make sense? Because before
to me.
I was holding on to things, thinking that this is mine and this makes me better than others. This makes me special. It's like the ego side.
Yeah.
And now that I'm starting to share, I'm letting go of what's mine.
Well, you're letting go of what's yours, but you just said that you have been like holding on to things. So it's like sharing yourself, but you're releasing whatever that fear or that ego piece,
Yes.
like the things that were preventing you from sharing. So you're
Yeah.
letting those literally go, and surrendering to your truth.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even intentionally do that, but maybe it's primed in my head. I pointed to the truth card because it said truth, but like our true identity, our true self,
Yeah.
our highest self. Hmm.
Yeah. And when you start to share, you're starting to open up and show yourself. I feel that way.
Oh yeah, it's scary.
It is scary.
I'm reading this book called Home,
Mm.
and it's about finding home within yourself, and so that you're not looking to the outside world for your sense of home, for your sense of connection. That you can find it within yourself first, so you can truly be.
I've heard
And
about it.
yeah, it's a really good book. It's a lot of stuff that I kind of know, but it's like there's like the way it puts the pieces together is really helpful. And yeah, talking about sharing, like talks about like acceptance of ourself and self-love, and but it's not about like, oh, I'm really bad at this and I accept that. It's like I recognize that I have a piece that says I'm not good at something, and I can accept that piece and know it's not true, because my highest self has more than that. Because it's like
Mhm.
that's a false acceptance. When you
Yeah.
can accept your flaws, we need to accept all of our pieces, of course. But if we're accepting that as who we are, that's not who we are. We're even beyond that. We're the ones
Yeah.
witnessing that, right?
Yeah.
And so I really like that as trying to find our truth, our true self, and being
Mhm.
able to share it is really scary.
Yeah.
And so letting go of like, oh, I'm really nervous, I'm really scared, like that's why I'm not saying anything. And it's like, be nervous and scared and do it.
Mhm.
And then you're letting your real self show. Anyway, something like that.
Yeah. I just want to mention, just a reminder, green usually is the color of the heart chakra.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I'm remembering because of the surrender word, Michael, what's the name of that author?
Oh, Michael Singer, Untethered Soul.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the surrender experiment.
Yes, that is a good one. If you haven't read
Yeah.
it, definitely read that. That is a good one. Ooh. So the surrender experiment, what happens is like every time he feels like the constriction of something saying no is usually what it is, or like trying to control it in a certain way, he does the opposite. He kind of like releases that need to control it and steps into it instead.
Yeah, he says something like, when something's bothering you because you don't like it,
Mhm.
then you just have to let it flow through you. And I just imagine in my mind
Mhm.
that whatever is bothering me goes through and stays
Mm.
back,
Yeah, goes like literally right
goes
through you.
through and just goes.
Mhm.
I try
Yeah.
to do that. How do you call that? I'll use my imagination to move things inside of me.
Mm.
I don't know if it works, but I just imagine it. Like when I'm driving, if there's something that is bothering me, an idea comes to my mind.
Mhm.
Because I'm driving, I'm just imagining that it goes through me and just stays there
Mm. Well,
wherever I had the thought in the back.
mhm. Yeah, that's awesome. That's like how we're supposed to experience emotions. Like we're supposed to experience it and like embody, and it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
And but if we like get stuck in it, then we like, oh, and we wrestle with it. So yeah,
Mhm.
letting it just like literally flow through like water going
Yeah.
through. Hmm.
And the symbol of emotions is water, which is interesting because what's it, tiger in white water and rabbit in water for the Chinese horoscope. So it's like a
Mhm.
lot of emotion work.
We got this. We got this.
Okay.
Okay, I really want to pull one from the Light Seers Tarot, but I don't really know what it would represent. And so,
Can we do 2022 today and 2023 with the light seers?
yeah, could you do that? you go ahead and pull that?
You don't want to do it?
I don't fully exactly know what you're saying. I don't know if it means 2 cards or if it means 3 cards. Okay. Thank you.
And just to let you know, I think it's Mercury retrograde right
It is
now.
Mercury retrograde. So we're gonna put those back in. We're not gonna no. Sorry, cards. We don't take shit that falls out. Pardon my language. If more than one, if one falls out, I welcome it. If it's more than one, no thank you. Sorry, cards.
Even if
Change.
it was 3 of them.
There was more than 3. I counted actually. The lovers was one of the cards, I will say.
Oh, that was heart chakra.
Mhm.
How about that?
She just can't shuffle. They are like long. They are long. They are awkward in their length.
Mhm.
So I can see that.
Just going to feel
It
one
makes
ocean.
sense. Okay, so the first one is what? First one is
2022.
goodbye, welcoming in, and the year.
Yes.
Okay. Ugh. So we have the 4 of Swords, the 9 of Cups, quite rightly, and Knight of Cups. Oh, again, that water energy. The cups are water energy. So,
That's right.
so this is where we've been. This is the 4 of Cups, or 4 of Swords. Sorry.
Yeah, with COVID. Literally needing to rest.
Interesting. I don't fully know the 4 of Swords, so. Okay. She seems to be sleeping peacefully. It's not the, I'm getting used to the, what's it called? The original tarots, the symbolism within it.
Mhm.
I'm getting used to that. So this is a little different for me
Mhm.
when I see something that doesn't fully have what I know.
Let me read this to you.
Okay.
And so this is how the card looks like, right? And so after a painful time, you are in the first stage of recovery, whether from emotional upheaval or physical illness. You are resting and taking time to think things through and plan your next moves wisely. You may want to retreat from other people and the world while you're getting your inner house in order. Isn't that beautiful?
Mhm. Okay. And then we have the 9 of Cups. Right? Like that's like great abundance.
Yeah. I think that's the card of all wishes come true. Oh, it's the present time.
It's the what?
Because you know that future and past doesn't exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Present is where you can make the changes and choose.
Right. Okay. I like that. You got so much stuff.
You're so nice too.
The universe is gifting you your desire, choosing joy, manifested dreams, gratitude, and abundance. So, whoops. This was for kind of the now of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So, we need receptivity. Take stock of all the feels that are surfacing and remember to practice gratitude for the manifestation of your dreams. Yeah, prosperity, harmony, getting what we desire, you've been working towards this coming to you. So enjoy. So yeah, gratitude and abundance and like what you've wanted.
And we
It's
have
beautiful.
everything we need.
Mm-hmm. We have the Knight of Cups. Now that just looks silly to me. No offense.
It's usually a romantic card.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's it's when a person comes and offers you some like the commitment to be together, for example.
Ah, okay.
Because they love you so much, and you see how he's holding the bouquet of red roses, and there's a card with a little red heart on the mat, picnic mat. And he's offering like there's grapes and there's the white horse because he's a knight. So he is advancing towards you
So what does that mean?
for the year.
Mm-hmm. That again, is it around that things are coming? So here is,
I think something wonderful is being offered to us.
yeah.
Like the new beginning where was beginning.
I had pulled that when we first came in. I grabbed that card.
Yes.
Or is that one that flipped out? It flipped out. It was a card that flipped out that I pulled from this deck, the Earth Magic deck. So I just wanted to read the Knight of Cups to have like just like another layer of understanding. I'm like, romantic. It doesn't make any sense. The Knight of Cups, yeah, it is portrayed as a handsome young man. Okay, this is the original image for it. So interesting. Okay. It's a brand new message about love. Okay. Is it? Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I thought there might be some like deeper understanding to it, but it really is about love. And emotional, like, you know, we're in emotional places.
Heart chakra.
Okay, so let's see let's tie this all together with your next card, the last card.
This one is from the Osho deck. Transformation. I love how Osho's cards can be so dramatic sometimes.
Mm-hmm. They definitely are. And so, Mariella,
can you see what is in there?
Well, he's sitting on the lotus. He has the lotus.
Is that Osho?
Or is that's the awakened self? It's got a serpent. It's got a sword. It's got, I don't know if that's chains or like, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I know that it might tell us in the reading.
It looks like it's the serpent.
No, because this is a serpent. It looks very obvious. This looks more like a chain.
It's two different things.
It's two different things, yeah. What's it called? I want to call it the yin yang. But you know what is that called?
Yeah, it's the yin yang symbol.
That's what you call it? Like, is there not another name?
Yeah, it says here yin yang symbol.
Okay, and the rising phoenix. So these are
interesting.
It's like an awakening of.
It's so interesting. I'll read this for you.
Okay, read it for all of us, please.
Yeah, Alex was right. Everything she said is here. The central figure in this card sits atop the vast flower of the void and holds the symbols of transformation. The sword that cuts through illusion, the snake that rejuvenates itself by shedding its skin, the broken chain of limitations, and the yin-yang symbol of transcending duality. One of its hands rests on its lap, open and receptive. The other reaches down to touch the mouth of a sleeping face, symbolizing the silence that comes when we are at rest. This is a time for a deep let go. Allow any pain, sorrow, or difficulty just to be there, accepting its facticity. It is very much like the experience of Gautam Buddha when, after years of seeking, he finally gave up, knowing there was nothing more than he could do. That very night, he became enlightened. Transformation comes like death in its own time. And like death, it takes you from one dimension into another. We're going to the Aquarian era.
So I'm going to bring over, pull you over, and I'm going to show you from our perspective what our layout looks like. So I'll move just a smidge bit. So we have
Oh, no, she's not.
so that you can see.
As you might remember, we started off with this. So I'm going to actually we started off with this, and then we pulled, we went across into here. So I'm not sure. I recognize I might have poorly showed you that. But how beautiful is that? How they all kind of go together in the sense of, like we talked about, that this is really such an internal journey. Like we know there's external stuff going on, but that external has forced us to really go in. And it's like this opportunity that things are coming for us, but it's from the heart and for our highest consciousness.
Yeah, and there's a heart here, and you can see we start with being vulnerable with the heart and heart chakra, and then we have it all. Like when we go inside and rest, and we find the treasures, and we'll find the love that will come.
So I hope that wasn't the most painful thing to watch with me holding that. But wow,
That's beautiful, hey?
it's beautiful, and it resonates with how I've been, like, so I did some reflections on this past year, and like there was lots of like tumultuous times, and in my life I've never been feeling more, I'm not balanced. But I'm feeling
Your
like
higher self is.
my higher self is lovely. But feeling more, I want to say like a trust, or like not willingness to like mm, I don't know, like there's this like, that energy is like less. Like I might have moments where I feel lots of stress and anxiety and overwhelm, but even if I'm feeling low, there's a piece of me that's like aware and not like gripping so tightly to things. It's like, I don't know, something has shifted and I'm not sure what it is. Don't get me wrong. I have hard times, but I've been noticing some type of shift after this painful summer I had. I feel like there's something that shifted. It's like a trust in myself.
Me too, actually. I have more trust in myself.
Um, I love you,
Oh
Ryan.
my gosh.
We're going to edit that part, right? Of course.
I need this
So I really do feel like it's like this internal transformation. And when I think of what's coming this year, I see nothing but uncertainty. But there's like a trust in myself through the uncertainty. Like I don't have to force it to be different. Like there's no forcing. There's less forcing anyway. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I'm having more trust in showing myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm just presenting myself to the world.
Mm.
It's scary still though.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me want to cry every time I have to do it. But I have no options because I have to do it. At least at work, I have to.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hide in my shell, which would be so nice.
Yeah. We both have new jobs. Or like new, like mine isn't new, but it's shifted.
When did you start?
Well, I started in June, but the group didn't actually start until September. And so it's newer.
Yeah.
Yours started in December.
In November, yeah.
November. So it's like, it's a big upheaval and intense. Both jobs are super intense.
It's like, it's challenging at the same time. It's exciting because it's challenging, but it makes me feel so nervous sometimes.
Yeah, and it's exhausting. Like to be able to hold all of the challenge and excitement
like I want to do a really good job and I love the material and there's so many things
me
I love
too.
about
I
it.
really like it too.
But then like sometimes in the process of doing it, you're like, oh my God, that's so much. But you see, you get like the both, that's like great, but it's like, okay,
Yeah.
how do I take care of myself through that and manage my expectations? And
In these uncertain times, I also feel lucky at the same time because there's other people that are managing other like big things. And yes, my inside is being turned and it feels so uncomfortable, but I feel some stability. That makes me like helps me rest on one side of myself.
But I feel like this, if we're going through this, what this reading talks about, by the end of the year, if you're not, you might already understand and be feeling this coming through, like we are. But by the end of this year, we should have a lot more inner guidance, awareness, strength, connection, that as these tumultuous times roll, we have way more capacity for it.
Yeah.
The uncertainty, we have way more capacity. It's like,
do you see the heart chakra in this card? It's shining.
Yeah,
That's
love it.
that's now going into the next year.
I love it.
Me too.
I love it. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it's going to support our transformation.
Yeah. I've had these moments too of like when I go through my shadows or whatever I don't want to see or emotions that are so uncomfortable, and then I'm on the other side. I feel sometimes have you felt like so happy and want to cry?
Yeah. When you get to the other side. Yeah.
And I had like 2 moments, I think, in a week when I had these. I don't remember what it was, or it's just a feeling inside that I got it. And it feels so good. I wanted to cry on Monday, then cry again on Wednesday. It's like, is this normal? I don't think I'm depressed, but I'm feeling so like wanting to cry.
Yeah. Kind of like an overwhelm, but that doesn't mean it's bad.
No.
It's just like a lot of relief of grief,
I can't explain.
peace. But on a reflection, a prompt that I was given was, what is something that gave you joy this year? Like one of your most joyful things. And I went through a breakup over the summer, and I literally, and it wasn't just, as we know, it's not just the breakup. The breakup triggers like all of the deeper stuff that goes with it. And it feels like it was an excavating of deep, deep horribleness. And when I came through the other end, and once I realized I had come through the other end, I was like, wow. And I felt peaceful. I didn't feel like crying, and so, I wrote that down for the section on joy. And it's not that I felt joy, but it was like the immensity of like feeling proud of myself, feeling grateful for myself, like not even just for myself, but for like that experience, and that I did make it to the other side, and how I went through the experience, how I reached out, how I tried to really focus on like not letting my brain take over and like control how I was. Anyway, it was like I was able to go into the darkest crevices. And I came out and I was like, oh, God. So I called it joy. But it was like just an immense wow, like, and thank God I'm not there anymore. Like I did it. Yes. So yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. So congratulations, and you're doing it as well, to all those who might be watching.
yeah, I am suspecting many people are going through the same energy.
Yes. So yeah, transformation is coming and well, it's continuing, I guess, more than anything.
Mhm.
But thank you all for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, here's to 2023.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
See you next time.